What is up, Chatter fam? Today we are here with another music review, but instead of doing an entire band's discography, we are only looking at one singular album. These will be labeled as album reviews, and those will be labeled as band reviews from here on out. For the inaugural video of this series, we start out with an album that I absolutely adore by a band that I absolutely love. The album Never Before Seen, Never Again Found, which is the first and so far only full-length album by emo slash pop punk band Arm's Length, released in 2022. Just a bit over a year old at this point. So let's dive into my thoughts and the opinions on this album. Just a side note, I am not going to talk about each song, but just the songs that I feel like they need to get talked about. Also, I will be having a tier list. I will be tier listing all of the videos, all of the albums that we will be reviewing in the album reviews, and I will also be adding all of the albums that we've talked about in the band reviews. So we will just have one gigantic tier list full of albums. This album opens up with the song Overture, which is an awesome opener, with the title being great due to the word overture meaning an introduction to something more substantial, which makes perfect sense considering what follows after this song. The song starts off quiet and slow, but picks up around the halfway point where the guitars and everything kicks in, like someone knocking down a door. It's an amazing start to this album and a great feeler for what's to come next. After that, we are met with the lead single of this album, titled Object Permanent, which is super fucking good in my opinion, and I absolutely love it. I love the guitar work in this song and the insane drumming also. I remember listening to this for the first time while I was on break at work one day, and just instantly falling in love with it, and not being able to get enough of it. I think my favorite part of this song is the second vocalist is when the second vocalist sings in the second verse, and also the solo, which is also really fucking good. Overall, I would consider this a modern Midwest emo classic. Next up on the album is the song Aries, in parentheses, Moth Song, which is honestly the best non-single song on this record. It is super catchy and gets heavy in the bridge, which I really fucking love. The lyrics are good and the vocal delivery of them is also super good.
Trying to look more like my skeleton. I'd do anything to show we're not so different.
The next song I want to talk about is that is awesome is In Loving Memory, which is the second single and also the last single to come out before this album's full release. And in my opinion, this is the second best song on the album, with Object Permanence being the number one song. There really isn't necessarily a bad song on this record besides maybe Everything As I Knew It, which is just kind of bland. It isn't inherently bad, but it's not good compared to the rest of the album. The final two songs might not be liked by others, but I absolutely adore them. especially the second to last song titled Family and Friends, which is much darker in its lyricism. Sorry, I'm having a fucking stroke right now. Overall, I'd give this album a solid 9 out of 10. A solid 9 out of 10. I love this album with the lyrics, the vocal delivery, the drums, and the guitar work. All of these are just all around great on this album. I absolutely love this album, and I could not recommend it enough. So, thank you, Chatter fam. This video is a bit shorter than the discography reviews, but let's get on with putting it in a tier list. Thank you, Chatter fam. What is up, Chatter fam? We are here with the tier list portion of the album review. I got the I Heart Cock shirt. You probably cannot see the cock part. I am in different clothing because I forgot to record this part. So without further ado, let's put Never Before Seen, Never Again Found on the tier list. And me personally, I am putting it right above Blink-182's Cheshire Cat, as I think it is better than any Blink album. And that is my opinion. So, thank you, Chatter fam, and I hope to see you guys again in the next album review.
Funny, but not funny, haha. Funny, I'm gonna have a breakdown.